Good morning, this is Denise. Welcome to my home. Oh gosh, how was your weekend? It's Monday. How's your Monday going? Mine is going fine. It's 11 o'clock. I kind of wanted to well, I've been up since 5, but I just don't seem to get everything done that I need to do in order to do what I need to do. You know what that means? Like, I don't know. My daughter bailed. She didn't go to the doctor. So please keep her in prayer. Continue to keep her in prayer. I appreciate it. I'm going to do this kind of separately because it's a Temu haul, and you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to do the video. I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've done. This is all Temu beads. And what I put on the back of this is the magnetic closure. This is the necklace that I created. And I can put it on. It's really neat. See? I don't even have to reach back there. These are my earrings. You know, I'm not opposed to letting these go. And this is the bracelet that goes with it. What I'm trying to do is wear them and make sure that they stay together. I just haven't done a lot of this before. So I want to make sure that these items will be wear worthy. I made these bracelets. Like I said, this is all Temu jewelry. Well, it's Temu beads. It's jewelry that I've made. And I showed you the other. I'll show you again. And I'll probably start just making videos of jewelry and making it. I know that you want to see me make it. And I kind of gotten to the point where I'm doing it in here. I don't like being closed up in that room, and I have to close it because of the cats. Here's the other necklace that I made. I wore this yesterday. And the bracelets that, let's see, there are 3 of them that I made that can go with it. It's so fun to be able to put these things together and to see them come alive. And the earrings. Now see, this one just fell apart and I don't know why. I've got to figure it out. I think that my loops, as I close them, aren't closing enough. This is what it's supposed to look like. I would be absolutely mortified if someone got these items and they didn't stay together. So I've got to make sure that my loops are closed better. I'll tell you what though, this is absolutely such wonderful therapy for my hands. I'm probably going to need my light to be able to do this. It didn't break. It's just that the loop isn't completely closed, so it came off. See these 2 pieces, they go together. Right there. And it'll make another earring just like this one. I've had fun with this. I have a couple other things that I've made as well. I made those wooden beads. I need to finish those out. I showed you those. I'm finding that probably what I'm going to do is use magnetic closures on most everything that needs a closure because they're so convenient for me. I know they'll be convenient for others. If you have any other ideas on that. I mean, this is not a light necklace, and it holds it just fine. There are those that I can bead that will be continuous, that won't need a closure. But the ones that do, like this one, won't go over your head without opening it. Do you like them? I get tickled when I see it all together and see the ideas that the Lord gives me, because they're not mine. They're not my ideas. He puts them in there. Everything about me, you know, he just does. It's amazing to me. But I wanted to share those with you. And no, I'm not opposed to doing some kind of something. I would like to resell. I really would. I just don't know how to do it just yet without somebody taking a huge bite out of it. And maybe that's just the way it's going to have to be. I don't know. It is like the first. So day after tomorrow, my Social Security will be here and I'm going to go get a post office box. So I will have that. And if you write me individually, you know, like on Facebook or text to where I can give you the address privately, I'll give you that too. I don't have a problem with it. You know, there's so few issues, but I am going to get a post office box. So we'll have that too. Here's my moissanite ring. I did put it on, and it's, you know, my knuckles are a little bigger than they used to be, I guess. I guess I have arthritis in my hands. I don't know. But the ring is very roomy on my finger. Taking it off might be an issue. I'm not worried about it, though. It's so very pretty. And this is my mother's ring. I've shown you that before. Well, are you ready for the day? Are you, there went my pen. I don't know why this table wants to be crooked, but it does. I have a Temu haul for you. It's a very large order, and I split it in half so we can do it in 2 hauls. I hope that's okay. Now, for those of you that don't know about Temu, oh, did I say welcome? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh gosh, I hope I did. I was so excited about the jewelry. I think I probably just befuddled everything. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad that you're here to spend time with me. It means so much. My life has changed so much since October 6th or the 9th, when my first video was. It was either the 6th or the 9th. It took one video, a part of one video, for me to not be afraid. And to be able to plug in and really feel like you guys are here, that's huge. And I got to spend yesterday, Resurrection Day, talking to others that were spending it solo, like I am. Peyton was here, but she kind of holes out in her room. She's a little cave dweller. So, and I know she must be reflecting on her mom some. She claims that she doesn't, and she claims she doesn't want to see her. I don't know. I just try to go with the flow with her. Anyhow, if there are those of you that, I want to make sure that's even, that don't know about Temu, I would like to share that with you. Temu is an online marketing platform. They reach out to many, many different countries now. They're changing all the time. So I have to be careful of what I share with you because some of it has changed. Uh, they are unlike other platforms in that they pay for postage. They've decided to pay for postage. They've also eliminated the middleman, and the prices on Temu are 50 to 75% less than anywhere else I've found. They carry everything. And they do have some food products now. They have noodles and they have candy. And I don't know, they may be changing their focus because they weren't looking at food products when I first started with them. And pharmaceuticals. They don't have pharmaceuticals. And that may change too. Who knows? They have tons and tons of vendors. I wouldn't even begin to tell you how many. And they all produce or oversee producing and providing the products that we order through Temu. Because there's no regulation, with the middleman, they don't regulate prices. They go up and down in your cart. So when you pick up something that looks like it's a great price, it may be, but those prices are apt to change. By the time you pay for your order, though, they have implemented something called a price adjustment. And they've done that because there is no static price. It is after you put your money on it. It's static. It won't ever go up again. However, it will go down. When the price is lower, they implement this price adjustment that allows you to get money back to regulate the difference in prices. And that's called a price adjustment. And that is available for 30 days after you make your order, after you put money on your order. 90 days money back guarantee. There's no questions asked. They have games, farmland, fishland. Those codes will be in my description box. Also, you'll see right up here, right there, a code, and that is my affiliate code. Now, if you're a new customer, that's important to you, and also an existing customer, that's important to you. You need to use that affiliate code with every order that you make. It links it back to this channel so that we can acquire more products through Temu, through sponsored hauls. I will tell you if it's a sponsored haul. I pay for everything unless I tell you different. And it's a big help to me if we can have sponsored hauls, because then it gives me an opportunity to show you more and to keep more money in my home that I kind of need. New customers, go to the website. Don't download anything yet. Go to the website. Look at Temu. See if what I'm saying isn't true. Look at the prices. Go to your vendors that you normally use. Compare prices. You'll find that you're going to be really surprised, pleasantly surprised. Now, these orders do come from overseas, so it takes about 8 to 10 days to get here. And it kind of requires us to plan a little bit. Now, when I was younger, that was just the norm. You didn't get things overnight. It took several days to get things in the mail. And you planned. If you have a birthday coming up, if you have Christmas coming up, whatever you have going on, plan around that so that you have your products in the time that you need them for your gifting. Also, if the products aren't here at the time that they say they're going to be here, they give you $5. I got a free product for something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was eyebrow pencils for something. And they weren't here on time, and they gave me $5. So on top of the free product, I got $5. So that was kind of cool. I'm not saying that'll happen with you. It just happened with me. I would rather get my stuff on time, and normally I do. So when you decide that you're ready to place an order, now you've made a list, right? You went into the website, made a list of the things that you want to order. Then you go into my description page, you download that link. That's a new customer link. And the affiliate code that's up here, you put it in your search bar. Now, when you get to the end of your order, there's also a promo code box. You can put that code in the promo code box also. I don't think you have to, but I just found out about it, so it's kind of a safeguard. Now, what that will afford you is 30% off an already low order. It's already really low prices. Plus, you'll have access to a $100 coupon bundle for subsequent orders. Wonderful. Just a wonderful way to start your trip with Temu. Customer service is great. They do what they can to make things right for you. I've been very pleased with customer service. So, I think that's all I need to tell you about that. Are you ready for a haul? Okay, well, let's do it. Now, there are a few things that I have to put together here, or at least unbox. Here's my bag. Orange bag. I've gotten a few orange bags now. I like them. When I first ordered from Temu over a year ago, the orange bags were kind of signature, but not necessarily anymore. I ordered this. It's a cake decorating kit. I paid $2.92 for it. It's $3.55 now. Why I got it is for the Lazy Susan. Now, why they call it a kit, too, I'm not sure. Maybe there's something else in here that I'm not aware of. Nope. I'm going to pull you down just a bit so you can see. This is a stand. And you put your cake on the stand, and it rotates. Now, you know what? If I have things up here that I'm painting, or a cake, or anything that I need to be able to rotate, it'll do it. So for a Lazy Susan, and you can use it on your table as a Lazy Susan too. It doesn't have the walls on it, so things can fly off. But it's really functional. You don't have to put it together. Now, it's really not a kit because there's nothing else in it. It's a cake turntable with decoration accessories. There's nothing in here. I'll be calling customer service. There's nothing. Huh. Okay. Well, if you order this, you'll get more goodies than I did. I'm not absolutely sure what it is, but I think for $2 and something that this is plenty for me to be happy. I will call them about the other stuff, though. Okay, I'll quit playing. Now this one is completely sealed, so nothing could have fallen out. What do I have to open this with? Scissors. Now I paid $4.59 for this, and it's now $8.07. And it's a storage solution. I do a lot of that, don't I? I know my head is half cut off, but I want you to see stuff. This is, I'm sure, really cute because it was really cute in the picture. If I can get it out. Monday mornings are always invigorating for me. It's like I get to send Peyton off to school and have that little time for myself. Not that she's ever out here, because she's not, but I spend a lot of time feeling like she should be and being concerned about her. I know now that she's socializing, that she's where she needs to be. And I'm sure that a lot of what I am concerned about with her is normal teenage stuff. I seem to remember that stuff. My teenage experience is a little different than most kids, though. Okay, looky here. Isn't this just cute? It has 1, 2, 3 drawers. And it has an upside for storage. And these drawers are really roomy. You can put a lot of stuff in there. I was thinking about this for, you know, I do have a lot of storage stuff for my beads. And what I was telling you is I find myself in here a lot. And I think that this would be a whole lot easier to contain things in. I can put my storage containers in here. And when the cats jump up on stuff, they won't be knocking all my beads down. And they do have different colors. I think there's turquoise and like a blush and white. And they are color price motivated. So this was the least expensive color. And it spins on my turntable. I know. Let's see if I can do this without dropping it. Ha! Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm having fun. I thought I saw something. I didn't. Okay, so boxes. They're gone. I need to get a drink. This is lemon water. I don't know how to drink water anymore without lemon in it. And I really think that it's cleansing and it's certainly refreshing. Of course, there's no sugar or anything in it. Excuse me. I normally take drinks before I get on. And it took me so long to get here. I didn't. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18 of these little guys. I paid $3.28 for them, and they're $3.28 now. Now what these are, storage, imagine that. They're little boxes, and they're over 2 inches square. They have latches on them. And I have stuff that I don't have enough of it to put in the bigger storage things. So I got these, and I can put these in the bigger storage things, probably 4 of them. So I can still store the same way, but I can put more in each of the storage containers. Does that make sense? For instance, if I have some bead spacers and I have little beads and I have needle threaders, let's say, I can put those all in these little things and put 3 little things in a bigger storage container and still have the same dimensions on my storage. I found it that in the plastic shoe boxes, that the storage containers that I purchased fit very well in there. So these will go into the plastic, which will go into the plastic. Sounds like Temu, huh? But there are 18 of them. And I paid $3.28 for them. They're $3.28 now. I would look in that search tool that I showed you. You know, you go into the product and there will be an order link on my description box that you can go into my order. Click on this. I didn't do it. Not this time anyway. But click on the picture once you get to the order page. Click on the picture, and there's a camera up in the upper right hand corner. There's one other thing beside it, but there's a camera. Click on the camera and it'll show you every site that has these little doodads. And because the stores have their own prices, you might find a store that's running an ad at the time that you buy. So you can get them for less than that, what I'm trying to say. Spit that out, Denise. Okay, does anybody know what this is? This is a dimensional thingy. Thingies are very important. I'm going to replace the floor in my bathroom. And there are corners. Now I paid $2.24 for this. It's $2.48 now. What a neat tool to have. You can adjust this to corners and edges, and all of these little doodads here, they open up so you can adjust it however you need to, however your corners are going to look. Then it gives you a template for cutting. Now I can use this for crafting too. It's a great tool. It has, I want to say it's centimeters and inches. So you can calculate both ways. And actually, I think it's really neat because it has the centimeters and the inches right next to each other. Centimeters up here, inches down here. So you can tell, you know, if it's 10 centimeters. Ten centimeters is right at 4 inches. So you can do your calculations a lot easier. And again, this was very inexpensive. Could be used for so many different things. $2.24, and it's $2.48 right now. I kind of got into a building thing. This is for wood. It's kind of like a miter box, but it's not. You can put this on your wood, and it's a template for measuring and for cutting. Pardon me. You have your hole templates, your angle template, and your 2x4 fits in here. So you can angle this way, around the sides, cut your angles. If you're mounting nails, you have your template here. And on this side, it tells you, it has measurements on your drill bits. If you want a hole that particular size, it tells you what drill bit to use. And the angles, it gives you the angles too. It's plastic, it's hard plastic. And again, a very reasonable tool, and one that you can use so much. $1.60, and it's $1.60 now. This will be well used. And you're saying, yeah, you tell me that all the time. I did and have been beading, and I have done stenciling, and I am doing stuff. I just only have so many hours in a day. I know, excuses. This is a silicone mat. It was suggested to me to get one for crafting, and I actually have one already, but I think this one's bigger. I paid $3.48, and it's $2.79 right now. And you can put this down as a cutting mat. My daughter has silicone placemats. They're not unlike this, but I think this is bigger. Did I tell you that Maddie got braces? She looks so cute. They're blue. She has a beautiful smile. And when they get done with her teeth are going to be so straight and pretty. Her top teeth don't look bad. Their grandpa, my husband, had a big jaw, and he had space between his front teeth, and all of his teeth fit just fine. So what ended up happening is my kids carried that gene for the big jaw, but my jaw is not big, and I've had space issues. And Maddie kind of got grandpa's teeth and grandma's mouth. So here we go. And it's silicone. It'll stick because it's shiny on this side. It'll stick to the table. It's not going to move around. And this will help with the crafts so that I'll be able to do them without losing them. And it just folds up and you can put it away. I can put it in one of the drawers of this little guy that we just got. Now again, I paid $348 for it, and it's $279 now. And I did get price adjustments. What now? Okay. Now I've told you about my dolls, and I'm going to be selling them, and I need to have a way to display them. I have one display already, and these are, they look like steps when they're put together. Do I have a screwdriver handy? Must have put them away. Not too smart, Denise. I've got to put things away though, you know. I think I might have something here, and maybe we can put it together. This will give me a chance to display the dolls. Ugh. Ow. I'm sorry. Okay. Rawr. I just happen to have a screwdriver set here. A Temu screwdriver set. I hauled this a long time ago. Actually, I gave it to my son for Christmas, and he forgot it. Okay, let's see. What are the screws here? A Phillips head. This is really kind of neat, and it was very, very reasonable. I think $3 or something for the set. Where are you, Phillips head? This has every screw hole known to man. What is this? A little thing. Okay. So here's a Phillips head, and this is magnetic, so it's in there. And this stand, it has Lots of little pieces. I'll put this over here. These things down. Are you ready? I'm going to turn you. Oops, I didn't mean to turn you that way. I'm jacking you around a lot. I'm sorry. I have to tighten up the back again. Okay. Here's my table. I'll be able to see. Well, hopefully. Oh my goodness, is this what I think it is? I think they gave me a little tool. How cute! I didn't need this screwdriver. They gave me whatever I needed to fix this, to put it together. Except for instructions. Look. A little tiny Phillips head. No, these are the posts. Right here. Now, since they didn't give me directions, which they didn't, I'm going to wing it. Stay up there. So there are 4 levels. What does that say? Please tear off the outer double-sided protective film before use. So double-sided protective film. I don't see any. Wait a minute. This one might have it. And if this one has it, the others do too. Ta-da! Is it on the other side too? Gosh, it's so you can hardly. Maybe it's on just one side. Or maybe it's just, I don't know. A person can spend a lot of time trying to peel something that isn't there. Have you ever done that? Well, this is going to be a do or die thing. If there's film, it should. I think there is. They make it really hard. It's on there. I don't know if it's on both sides though. I think the assembly here needs to have its own video, don't you? What this will wind up being, and it is, there's film on both sides. And thank you for that, because this will be really pretty when it's all unfettered with the film, because the film makes it more translucent. And what will be is clear. It's coming. Looky, look how clear and pretty that is. I'm surprised that Hunter hasn't tried to get up here. He's usually up here by now. I don't want to put that too deep, because if I go through that film, I don't want to scratch the surface. But it does cut the film, so I can get to it. If they had a suggestion box, I'd tell them to put a tab on these. And I would say to you, I scratched it. Oh, rats. I did. That's not a good way to get it off, obviously. I didn't scratch it before. You know, I didn't invite you to go get your goodies and drinks and put your feet up and stuff. But this won't be a short deal. I suppose if you want me to, I could get off of here and then put it together. There's two. You know, it was 71 here, not yesterday, but the day before Easter. And yesterday it wasn't too bad. I guess we're supposed to have rain on and off through Wednesday, then it's going to snow. I have this beautiful house plant that it withers every winter when I bring it in. It just absolutely goes to town when I put it outside, but I don't want to put it out too soon because I don't want it to freeze. Do you cover your plants? My grandma used to cover her plants, but we were in California, so it wasn't, the weather is so different there than in the Midwest. Cold weather is if it gets down by, to freezing. I grew up, I haven't thought about this in a while. There was an orange grove right behind me when I was a little girl. And occasionally when the temperature would drop low, they had what was called smudge pots. They'd go out and light those. They were in the groves, and the heat from the smudge pots would keep the oranges from freezing. Because frozen oranges are pithy and nasty, and they can't be sold. I suppose they can be, maybe for juice, but it's certainly not a good thing. We used to go pick our breakfast. I remember that. Life was very different then. I know that there was abuse because there was abuse in my home, but it was different than it is now. I would go outside and I love being outside. And even if I didn't have, I had one friend, if I recall, at that age. I was pretty young. I kind of think that she probably was in a similar situation to mine. But we would hang out a lot. Oh, and down the street. Oh, I remember those. You know how in the Midwest when you see where there was a spread with the old house, and as they subdivided, there were newer homes that were built around it. When the farmers sold their home or the property around their homes. Well, where I lived, they were newer homes, and on the street there was this big old, well, what it was a homestead home. You know, it was the original house on the property, I'm sure. And we were sure that the person that lived there must be a ghosty, ghouly person. Of course, that's what the older kids would tell us, too. And I'm sure that they weren't. They were older, but they weren't mean. I don't know if the older kids pranked them or not. I would never do anything like that, so I was always too afraid. I think the most prankish thing I ever did was TP a house. And that was when I was a teenager. Then I stopped doing that when I mean, we did people that we knew. And it was kind of like a reciprocal thing. And there was a parent that was really, really not into it at all and threatened to call the police. So we stopped doing that. But truth be told, it was the parents that drove us there to do it. And they would sit in the car and yak it up while we were out there doing the deed. So that was kind of a fun memory. I don't have a whole lot of fun memories, but that was a fun one. It wasn't fun cleaning the toilet paper off my own yard, though. And it did happen. Oh no, come on. This is it. This is the last one. Do you remember penny candy stores? Are you old enough to remember penny candy stores? When I was raising my kids, we lived in Oregon for several years, and we lived on it was a dead-end street because railroad track went through. And the store on the other side of the railroad tracks was as it were, a penny candy store, although it wasn't, because there was no such thing after that. I think that they could go in there with a couple of dimes, though, and get a few things. And it was a fun place to be. And that's all they carried was candy. All they carried. Oh my goodness, now. That looks different. Why? There are two of these. They're screws with no heads. I guess I'll figure it out as we go along. So this will be the tallest one. Shouldn't take too long to put together now. The rest of the screws are the same size, so that'll be good. And it gradually goes down in steps. And I'll be able to display my little dolls on here. I think it'll be a whole lot better than trying to display them just laying them on the table, Okay, so then to make the step, got screws on both sides here. You're not able to see what I'm doing, are you? I'm going to put the screws in here. It's making risers is what it's doing. Wait a second. I think that I've made a boo-boo. I'm not sure. One, two, three. I'm going to be right back, okay? Ta-da! Well, it's made. And it's really a nice stand. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. That screw isn't in tight. It's really not on the level of 1 to 10. Assembly is not difficult. You can figure it out as you go. But if you happen to get one of these, I think that they probably have a PDF file that you can download that has the instructions. The thing that's really hard for me with stuff that I have to assemble is if it doesn't fit. And everything fit just right. The legs are the right length. It's going to be sturdy enough to handle my dolls without any trouble. Now this you could use in your home. You could use it for anything that you want to display, like your perfumes, anything like that. If you have little knickknacks that you want to display, it would really be a neat thing to have. It's not too spendy. Let's see, what did I tell you the price was? I gotta find the... I kind of threw everything around here trying to... Oh no, one of my bead things came open and there's beads all over the floor. Oh well, it's not like it hasn't happened before. So that's something I'm going to be doing when we get done here. Anyhow, I think it was $6 and something. And I did scratch it, but it's not too bad. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Because there is more. I'm going to turn this back around. And I get to see you now. Hi. Okay, the next thing out. You haven't seen me buy shoes other than slides for a long time. Well, I don't know that you ever have. These are slip-ons. They're supposed to be... You're supposed to be able to just walk into them. I don't know if you can or not. I bought these. They were on sale. And they are a size 40, so that's a 9. I paid $6.97 for them. They're $11.97 now. They have a soft insole. And they have an air pocket. And the sole on them is good, I think. These would probably last a minute. When we get done, before I switch this, at the end of the video, you'll see me trying the shoes on, which will be a trick. I don't do shoes. But you know, I wanted you to see them and to see the quality. I really think that they're going to do well. I have a high-end step and I have a wide foot. And we'll just see how it goes. I know I've heard other people say that the inside of the shoe is hard, but this particular shoe is not. They're a sports shoe. They can be worn for lots of different things. It looks like a nice walking shoe. And again, I found them for $6.97 and they're $11.97 now. When you're looking at items, remember that sales happen all the time. And remember your shopping tools to be able to find the best price that you can. Okay. Next, this is a double back foam tape. It's a mounting tape. You can use it if you have something that you don't want to mount flush on something else, like a shadow box, picture frames. The foam is not terribly thick, but you could double it up, I suppose. And it's double backed. So you got the sticky on both sides. Now I paid $1.28 for this and it's 99 cents now. It is price driven by the size. And I think I got the medium size in this. Well, I don't think I'm supposed to see this. I'll put it up on the screen, the amount of feet that's in it. I think it's substantial. It's a few yards. It'll last you a minute, you know, depending on what it is that you're going to do with it. I wouldn't use this to mount a picture on the wall. If you're doing some crafting or, you know, mounting pictures, your family pictures on the frame, on the mat behind, this would be perfect. And if you want it in relief, standing away from the back, this is what this stuff is good for. And that's why I got it. What's in here? Oh, it's another stand. I did get 2 of them. This one was $5.37 and it's now $7.78. It's a much smaller one. I won't put that together for you. But it's similar. You know, it's a step. It's a stand with steps on it. Well, this looks like it's just a slide together one. It shouldn't be hard. Let me look. I wonder if this has peel-off stuff too. If it does, I won't mess with it right now. Now, I don't know what these are for. We'll just have to see. Oh, but it does have the sticky. It does. But the way it works, this is a lot easier put together than the other one. You slide the pieces. It has slots that you slide the pieces in. And it makes the steps on both sides. This is really small. Maybe I'll use this for accessories or something because I don't think I can use it for the dolls. It's just a real small step up. and the whole length of the 3 steps is a couple inches, maybe 3 inches. It's still really usable, and I bought it for a specific reason. But anything that you want to display, it can help to keep your dresser, other than, you know, when you just put things out on your dresser and you fill up the top of your dresser, this could be something that you can still have the same things on your dresser, but it won't take up the whole place because you've got your steps and it's a display. The other setup that I made wasn't much more expensive than this. This was $537 and it's $778 now. And I think the other one was $6 something. If I can find the bag that it came in. I was throwing stuff around, so I don't know. I think this is part of the bag. I'll look it up and put it on the screen. Okay, this is, I probably own stock in Temu storage containers. I've been really impressed with these. This was $1.38 and it's $1.17 now. This is one of the soft storage containers. It's probably not as big as some of the others that I've gotten. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell for me. Dimensions are, well, this is not tiny. I really like these a lot. They are roomy. They're easy to handle. They do have handles on them so you can carry them. And they're well stitched. And for $1 and change, you can put away a lot of stuff in here. And this is like a backpack material. Or a backpack type bag. You know, I wouldn't want to drag these on the ground. I don't think one drag on the ground is going to break them by any means, but they're not made to be drugged. That's the only difference between, you know, like the Sterlite containers, the big plastic ones, you kind of tote those around, you know, by moving them with your feet and stuff. These you need to pick up and move. Now this has a straight zipper across. This is more like a duffel bag, where the others have had a fold over lid. It won't make any difference for me. It's going to hold quite a lot. And the things that I store in generally are about the size of the plastic shoe boxes that you get. So they were very, very reasonable at $1. Oh, they have a little bit of an odor to them, but you know, this stuff can air out. I paid $1.38 for this, and it's only $1.17 now. So if you have stuff that, and I did these prices this morning. If you have stuff that you need to put away, these are perfect to have. And these store away really easily. There's not, you don't need a lot of room. You can fold them back up. Get the air out of it as you go. And it'll go right back in the bag that I took it out of. See, it folds up really small. So you don't need a storage solution for your storage solutions. If you store away your summer clothes in the wintertime, and winter clothes tend to be bulkier, so you'd probably need more storage to store away your winter clothes. I'm ripping the bag. This is not a good bag. Not the storage bag, the plastic bag that it came in. I just wanted to show you that it does go back down to what it was when I got it. And it is pretty much. I don't want to tear this anymore right now. I'll put it in one of my Temu bags. Or put stuff in it. Who knows, you know? I've got a lot of stuff. This is really interesting. It's supposed to be a collar that self-heats, and it's for your neck. And this pad is supposed to self-heat. And I'm going to put it on while we do the rest of this haul, and I'll let you know. I have a lot of metal in my neck, and I have to be careful to not get too cold. It's bone chilling, you know, the metal. I really think the metal gets cold. So we'll see what that feels like in just a minute or so. Now, I ordered these, and Temu has beautiful jewelry. And this set with the necklace and the earrings was $5.39, and that's what it is right now. I look at their jewelry and I think, gosh, Denise, you're going to try to sell your stuff. I don't know if I can be competitive at all. But I am selling glass beads and what have you, and these are not glass, they're acrylic. But then who's going to check? I don't know. We'll see. But I didn't have any pink ones, and the other day I wore the white ones with the green dress, and that was out of this set, and they were the same price. So for $5.39, you can purchase a really pretty set of stuff. Has a lobster claw clasp. Let's see here. And the way it's fastened in here, it does have an extender so that you can either have it close on your neck or let it drop a little bit. And those are pretty handy to have. So with the lobster claw clasp, you can take and fasten it down further on the necklace and just have a little extender hang in the back. And this is more like a choker. I'm sure it would sit very, very nicely. It's really pretty. And it's pink, and the beads are, they have dimension to them. They're faceted. So they have a sheen. The earrings are wire. That's all I get are wire. And they say if you have a signature piece necklace that your earrings need to be a little bit more demure. And I kind of see that that's what Temu does. Is they're a little bit less fancy than the necklace. But they're really pretty nonetheless, you know. I think that they're very, very pretty. And I have a lot of pink stuff, including this has pink in it. I could be wearing it with this. And again, I paid $5.39 for it, and it's $5.39 now. It does feel warm. That may be a new bedtime routine for me. Now this item was one of my free items from Temu Circle. You get 4 items a month, and they send it, you know, it's to keep you motivated to keep shopping, I'm sure. I just happen to be getting things anyway. That's one of the earrings. The necklace is pink. I think it's really pretty. Let's see. If you fasten it where it's supposed to be fastened. Here. It'll be more of a choker. The beads are translucent. They're plastic. And the chain is probably pretty fragile. But you wouldn't wear this to go play volleyball or anything anyway, so. And this was free. And the earrings are a little bit more fancy. Now these are not wires. They're a post earring. Let's see, I can show you better if they didn't mount them wrapped. I can do it this way though. I bought a jewelry display thing, a black one, and I used to use it, and I don't use it anymore. And I probably should. I guess I'm not buying a lot of jewelry. They're really pretty little earrings. They look like petals. Flower petals, and they have a little bead in the middle, a white bead, a faux pearl, and then they hang with their 4 petals hanging on the bottom. They'd really be pretty. And again, those were free, and I didn't see where there was a price on them. I'll look again to see if that's something that you like. I'll get you the info on it. This is what I was looking for in the last, no, it wasn't the last haul, it was probably the haul before that. And it ended up being scissors. And these are what I thought they were. See, they kind of look similar. What an interesting smell. You put this in your toilet bowl, not the toilet bowl, but the tank, and it's a magnet, and it draws the iron and all of the junk that's on the inside of your toilet. And I thought it would really be neat to try it and see if they work. Lift the lid off the water tank of the toilet and place the magnetic toilet cleaner as shown. Put it inside there in the toilet tank. The cleaner can be used indefinitely but should be rinsed monthly in warm water and wiped with a clean paper towel to remove buildup. Cleaner can also be used in humidifiers, so it'll keep the iron and the residue from building up. I will definitely keep you abreast to know how they work. I paid $4.78 and they are $4.28 right now. I'm constantly battling. We have lots of minerals in our water. And it doesn't matter what you do, you can't get it off. You can get, and the deal is you can buy stuff like Lime Away. It takes the lime off, the lime stuff off too. That's what it says. But Lime Away is expensive. So I'm hoping that these will work. And if it says it takes care of it indefinitely, then I will have a backup in case it doesn't. Okay. What this is, it is a ribbon burner for things like the wreaths when you cut the edges and they fray, or when you cut a ribbon. You can use this down the sides to seal the fabric so it won't fray. And it's called a ribbon burner. It has a very, very fine tip. And we'll see how it works. I have, oh gosh, this looks like a light bulb filament. I got one of the plug-in electric lighters for a lot less than this, and it works really well. And I had already ordered this when I bought that and thought that would be interesting to see. It's Hobby Worker, and that's a brand that they carry. Also, the lighter that I got has a plug-in, and this takes batteries. It looks like they're AA. Let's see. Looks like 2 AA batteries go in here. And I'm sure it'll last for a minute. You know, you don't use them all the time. It depends on what you're doing. Anytime you have fabric that you don't want to fray, this will be perfect. I'll let you know how it works. We have one more item that I want to show you today. Maybe I don't. Oh no. There were needles in here. They're very fine needles. They were in here when I priced it. Oh, never mind. This is wrong. There are 5 of these beading needles, and they're $1.25 is what I paid for them, and they are $1.07 now. And these are like hair fine needles for the little beads that I have. I know I've got needle threaders and what have you. And the eyes on here aren't too bad. I think I'll be able to thread them. I use my little light a lot in here. One of the... Oh my goodness, look at this. They're like hair. You can... They're very flexible. So these would be perfect to use in the that little spinner. I'll have to do a video on this. I can't believe how flexible this is. Normally, needles aren't flexible like that. And these aren't the most inexpensive needles out there, and I'm sure that others will work as well. But I thought, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get these. So I'll have them. And when I start doing the bead loom and things like that, I'll have them in case the other ones don't work. What was in that other bag, I wonder? Was that this? Oh, I bet it was. The ribbon burner? Yeah, it was the ribbon burner bag. That ribbon burner was $5.79 and it's $5.93 now. They're not inexpensive. The lighters were a lot less. So I'll let you know if it works better than that. We'll have to do a comparison. For those of you that do crafting, you know, that would be something I'm sure you'd be interested in. Well, my dears, where are we here? I can't tell. It's been a minute or more. Let's see. Okay, well, anyhow, we're coming to an end. And for those of you that are new, remember what I told you about. As a new customer, you can get all kinds of goodies for going in my description box. You know, if you've enjoyed the content, I would invite you to subscribe. I would invite you to like, and I'd invite you to comment. Those things are all so important to this channel. Of course, subscribing is really important. And the likes and the comments are just so super. We get such wonderful comments. Look around. You'll see the people that you'd be joining by subscribing. It's a great group of people here. I'm just very blessed. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking time with me and fumbling through this put together. And you have a wonderfully blessed day. And again, thank you. I love you guys. Until next time.